Hey y'all, so I'm at school. I'm literally in the parking garage. I am not a morning person, so I didn't do my makeup because when I have to wake up this freaking early, bitch, no one's gonna be happy. like really, it's freaking 7:01 and my class is at 8. But if I had left the house at 7, I would have been late because I was trying to skip the morning rush. I'm debating. I think I might order Starbucks around 7:30ish because it has a Starbucks right next to my class, so I can just order a Starbucks. But let me see, because I want my the last time I was in the car, literally y'all, I was waiting for the time because I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a little nap because I had a little break in between my class or whatever. I literally went back in my cart to check out and the freaking cheese Danish was gone. I was just like, huh? But right now, one of the other things I've been thinking about really is battling certain sacrifices that I might have to make, just because I want to have my I want to be with my son. The daycare, okay, let me tell you guys what happened. So the daycare, I don't know, I was thinking about making a TikTok or whatever. I went to that daycare, I had liked it or whatever, but in me it was it wasn't 100% a daycare that I was 100% sure of. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try them out or whatever. It had really great reviews, but later on I came to find out that their reviews were biased. They literally would stop your child from coming there if you don't write a review every year after your child has been there. So of course you're forcing the parents to say something, and then if they say something bad, you have a possibility of mistreating their kids. So of course they're gonna say something nice or whatever. But anyway, that's besides the point. I went there on a tour and I asked her, okay, do you guys have cameras? They got cameras, because I don't play that shit. I want my kid to go to a daycare that has cameras. Okay, they have cameras, cool. I was like, do you guys have an app that the teacher updates you guys on? She said yes, cool. They were checking everything off of my list, right? And so the first day he went, when I went to pick him up, I noticed that the lady that was watching him kissed him on his cheek. Bitch, this is the first day and y'all are kissing my son. Why are y'all kissing my son in his face? Don't kiss my son. No. Don't know what the fuck you got. Don't know if you got herpes. Don't know if you got nothing. Nothing. In today's society, I don't feel like nobody should be kissing kids that are not their kids. You know what I mean? What the fuck? If you're not mom, dad, grandma, bitch, don't be kissing. I don't like that shit. Anyway, so I noticed that, and then he came back. This was another red flag. He came back with all his freaking milk. It's kind of full, and they were telling me, oh, he don't like the milk, but he does eat puree. So there was oh, we fed him all the purees. So from then, when I reached up there, I was already irritated because I didn't see any notifications, any updates, oh, he's 8 or whatever. I seen that they were trying to feed my baby cold ass milk. Didn't ask me, I thought it was common sense to warm the bottle, but didn't ask me nothing. They didn't ask me nothing about the bottle, nothing, because I thought that was common sense. Anyway, so the next day I arrive, I'm dropping him off, and I said, hey, you know, I really don't like the kissing. I understand that caregivers fall in love with kids and stuff, and they love kids, I get it, and they're cute, but please refrain from kissing. You know, they can hug, but no kissing. She said okay. And I said, I didn't notice any updates throughout the day about my son, what he ate and everything. I need to know when his diaper was changed and everything, because he came home with a rash that day. His butt was really red, and I took care of it because, you know, I know the products to use. So I offered her products to use on my son. I was like, hey, you can use these products if you guys can't change him as often, as every hour and a half. I have products that I know work for my son that can refrain him from getting rashes or his butt being red and stuff. But the energy was so off when I was telling her that. And mind you, when you choose a daycare, you should not ever have to feel like fucking bugging them about your son. That's your child. Like, I don't care how annoying I may be. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. This is my child. Like, this ain't your child. But anyway, fast forward. Okay, cool. Because I'm getting real livid. But anyway, fast forward. The next day, it was good. They did everything that I asked, and I loved it. I was like, okay, they are trying. They used the freaking app and everything, which I shouldn't have to mention because you guys promised that you guys do that during the tour before I paid any money, and I paid my money, and y'all ain't doing it. So now y'all implemented it when y'all promised me that. Okay, cool. And I think it was like the third day I went to pick him up, and me and his dad was gonna go out somewhere else after we picked him up. So we decided to change him in the car, and my son was crying, bawling, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, and his dad was telling me that his penis, like, around the head is really red, and he's never seen that before. And when I looked, it was bleeding. Like, it was blood and everything, and it looked really agitated, and it was swollen. So I got up out the car immediately. I was like on the verge of crying. I was like, why does my son have she was like, maybe it's a rash, maybe he's allergic to CeraVe, because she was telling me they only use CeraVe or whatever. I was like, well, maybe you just need to stop using CeraVe. I'm thinking it's a rash whole time. Couple days later, I didn't, like, they had a open house, but I didn't take him to daycare or whatever. And a couple days later, I had went to that same event, but I didn't let my son go that day because I had to take care of the rash at home, because I was like, they're not gonna use my products. It don't make no fucking sense. It's just gonna get worse. So I decided to take care of it at home, and I went with him or whatever. The teacher, I said hi to the teacher. The teacher is giving me energy. Like, at first she was just like this, hi, and then later on, I had asked, like, they had food. I said, can I put my son down so I can eat or whatever? And they were like, okay, yeah, or whatever, because it was like a big ceremony for them. They were celebrating like a year opening and everything. So that was cool. So meanwhile, I went to put him down, and the teacher is like, I heard about the incident and such or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, you heard? And I said, do you want to see the pictures? And I show her pictures, and she was just like, wow, that couldn't happen on my watch. I have four grandkids, and I like, what the fuck that gotta do with me? You can have 5 fucking grandkids, 1 million grandkids, bitch, and still be a horrible grandma. Like, what the fuck? Like, and she was like, I just don't want to make it seem like I'm ill-treating anybody's child, and I didn't do that. Maybe you should have carried him to the doctor. In my head, I was like, damn, I should carry him to the doctor. I thought it was a rash, but it's not looking like it's going away. So I carried him to the doctor, and the doctor was telling me they ripped his skin back, like his skin back from his initial circumcision. And mind you, his circumcision was from birth, and he was 9 months going there, and never once when I was changing his diaper, or anyone in my family changed his diaper, it's bleeding, because that means you have to be really freaking hard with him, because you don't have to pull his skin back at all. So I was really irritated, and I reached out and I said, hey, the doctor just told me to let them know to be a little bit more careful. And I did. I told them, hey, be a little bit more careful, because I went to the doctor. The doctor told me that it wasn't a rash. It's just that someone pulled his skin back too much. My thing is, if that happened on you guys' watch, why try to cover it up and not let me know something? Tell me something. It was an accident, or apologize. So I told him, I said I went to the doctor. The damn head of the daycare was like, oh, I didn't know you went to the doctor. Doctors were involved. I didn't know he had a circumcision. We were unaware of that. Bitch, if you work with children, you would know. And I don't have to tell you my son has a freaking circumcision because it's healed. I forgot to mention that when I went to the daycare, the lady showed me what she used on my son, and it was not CeraVe, like how the owner was like, oh, CeraVe. They didn't even have no freaking CeraVe in stock. They were using Desitin and some other off-brand Equate. Fast forward, they're using all these products on my son without my knowledge and everything. So instead of her just apologizing, she was like, I'm sorry this unfortunate event took place. I will have to cancel your contracts and drop you, like basically banning me from the daycare without notice or anything. And I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, because you spoke to the teacher without my permission. Bitch, I didn't know I had to have your permission to speak to the person that's directly caring for my child. It ain't you back there in that classroom. It's her, not you. So you don't know everything that's going on. And they act like I'm sitting down at a freaking camera. They talking about some, oh, but you can watch the cameras and everything. No, the cameras don't, like, you can't go back and watch everything. It only records when a parent goes in or whatever, if you get what I'm saying. But it doesn't like have like a full recording of the whole entire day. You know what I mean? And I don't have time to sit down and watch a fucking camera every freaking minute. But what I did do was I called Peach something with Peach Care or something, and I reported them. That daycare was just ass. And I'm gonna drop the name. The name was, let me tell you guys what the fuck the name was, because I think I might even make a TikTok today and all, like, because people need to know, like, why can't I leave my child with you and like know that he's in good hands? You know what I mean? And I'm paying my money. Like, that's so unfair. Like, but anyway, the daycare's name is Cherished Memories Child Care Center, and it's located, let me just show you guys. Yeah, so that's a daycare or whatever. So it was literally a week before I had to go to school, and I couldn't like find another daycare. Every other daycare was full, booked up and everything. I did have another option, but they were booked up by the time I went back to them. So my mom just was like, okay, you can send him and I'll keep him for this semester. And I'm like, okay, that's fine or whatever. But I was really hurt about it because I tried everything in my interest to keep my son and be able to like have him while I was going to school and everything. But yeah, so my thought process is like, maybe I might just have to put a hold on school. Like, I don't really want to, but I think it's best. I think I might just come back, and I think I might just put a pause on school and get my son back, and then go from there. That's one of the sacrifices I'm gonna have to make, and that's okay, like, because anything for my baby, like, that's my son. But I think I might make a TikTok about it because people need to know, like, do not send your freaking child here. Like, I don't give a damn. And I left a badass review because I'm gonna order my Starbucks right now and then I'm gonna come back. Bye. It was nice chatting with y'all. Lord, I feel so much better, but that's just where I'm at right now in life. And sacrifices are for the better, and when you have a child, you have to do what you have to do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, fuck it, we ball, bitch. Yeah. Okay, bye. First of all, I'm so sorry for starting off this vlog like this. No context, straight from my story time. But y'all, can we give me a freaking round of applause? Because what? I'm recording in public. Ah! Make some noise, y'all. What the? Let me see. So that class is over. I have like a break in between my some of my classes. So I come back in the car, or sometimes I go get food, or I like walk around or whatever. But I just didn't feel like being bothered. I really wish I brought my book or something. I'm just gonna take a nap. Y'all, do not take an art class as an elective if your major is a business, okay? Because listen, I'm having a hard motherfucking time in this class. Like, I'm not creative. Why would I choose? Like, I chose graphic design because yes, I have my own business and I thought that would help me like to be a better designer for like my own stuff and like help me with YouTube and stuff. But oh my god, it's like I'm not that creative, okay? And I don't know how to use Adobe Illustrator, and that's kicking my ass right now, but that's okay. That's why every time I come for this class, I'm defeated. Y'all, I took a nap and I'm finna go to class. But I'm early. It's just because, y'all, my belly is fucking bubbling and I got to use the bathroom. Like, Starbucks, I'm never eating your fucking shit again in the morning because you make me go and shit. Like, and I don't eat the shit in public. The fuck? So, like, luckily I have like this this kit prepared if I ever have to use like the public bathroom and I have no choice. So like I have like perfume and stuff and all of that. So we missed a couple steps, but I went to my accounting class. I really had a good time in that class. It just makes my brain work a lot, but I like it. Yeah, we out here getting Zaxby's. I didn't like Zaxby's before. I don't like their wings. Is that a fly? Look at this ugly little fly. Do you see it? Ugh. Better not be no fly in my food. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I'm gonna come back when I show you guys what I eat and stuff. Yeah, bye-bye. Anyway, y'all, I'm home and I'm gonna literally slam down on this while watching YouTube and chill out. So yeah, bye.